Oh no.
Okay, you can play around. Hi, everybody. It is Louise and Cheryl from the Fibre Friends. We're still getting just set up. Cheryl's playing around with her lighting.
I had to turn an extra light on.
Hey, how are you? So,
I'm good.
it's the Fibre Friends podcast, normally Saturday
It's
morning, but it's Sunday night. So, we'll see if anybody is around tonight to join us live. I did do a post in the Facebook group a few minutes ago to say that we were going live in a few minutes. So maybe we'll have some people
oh,
join us. If not, people can catch the replay throughout the week.
I am sure they'll be here.
I'm sure we'll have one or two people show up. So we've
We
got
will.
exciting things to talk about tonight.
Exciting.
Yeah, you're cranking.
Yeah.
I know. I'm excited.
Oh,
And
oh,
we've got stripes. We have what, 2 more days tomorrow? Tomorrow,
tomorrow's the
Tuesday.
last day.
Tomorrow's the last day. Yeah.
Yep, the first is on Tuesday. No, you're not having anything go away. I wish I could show you my dumb dog.
Is he looking for treats?
Oh my God.
I can
It's
just picture him, his tail wagging like crazy, looking at
always
you with
looking at
his
me like so dumb.
puppy dog eyes. He's like, oh, he missed you.
Please.
You were gone all weekend.
I know, but he just wants a treat. There's my sock machine. Home and all put away.
How did she work?
Well, the first day it
Hi,
gave me
everybody.
issues.
She gave you
But
issues?
oh yeah,
Oh,
just the ribber. But I realized that I remembered that I had slightly changed the screw setting for how much it's raised off
yeah.
and remembered I'm like it wasn't stop. It wasn't doing what it was supposed to. And then I remembered that I had changed that. And I'm like, I wonder if that's got anything to do with it because rivers can be very, very temperamental. So
Oh.
I managed to get a sock cranked by the end of Friday,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't happy with it. So I knew on Saturday morning I was going to rip it out and redo it, which is not a big deal.
Okay.
And then, yeah, then I had success. My hair looks awful today. Oh my gosh, look at all the little bumps.
I thought
Don't
it
anybody look. It's
I
like
thought
sticking up straight on top.
I thought it looked great all pulled back like that.
Well, thank you. Except
It's
for it's all lumpy bumpy.
no, that looks good. So, hello everybody.
Go
Oh, it says
lay
Sherry.
down.
I'm lounging around while
Go lay
husband makes
down.
supper. Nice.
That's nice.
Hi, Donna and Trudy, Alice, Liz, Jerry. Sherry, is that everybody?
Catherine, Cindy. Okay,
Oh,
if I don't give
hello,
in, he'll be
hello.
letting
So, we've got 2 more days. Well, today and tomorrow, tonight and tomorrow for stripes. This has been a really fun challenge. And then texture starts on Tuesday. I can't wait. Okay, so we're gonna have to get a little bit of an update from Cheryl. See her cranked socks.
I
And
had to go give in or he'd never leave me alone.
oh, he knows. He knows he's gonna
He
get what
does. He knows.
he's a very well-loved puppy.
He's bad.
So give us the whole lowdown. So I saw your setup. I saw you were sitting beside Dawn. Dawn
I
from the
was.
Independent Knitters
Yeah.
posted, and I could see your machine and your jacket. And I'm like, oh, they're sitting side by side. They're gonna have
Yeah.
so much
It's
fun.
it's hilarious because our machines are almost the exact same color.
Hmm.
Yeah, it was kind of funny. So
That's
I didn't order
cool.
mine that color. That's just I bought mine secondhand and that's the color it was.
Well, it's very pretty.
Oh, Karen from Brantford. First time catching live. Hey, Karen, I was just in Brantford all weekend at the Home Two Suites for a crank in. It was so much fun. What a great place to stay, too. It was
Yes.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, that's great. So how many socks did you get cranked for the whole weekend?
Well, I was only there for 2 days. Monday was a write or Friday was a write-off. But I came back and
Oh, look at that.
I tore it out and then I started over. So things, of course, are not like matchy matchy.
Yeah.
Don't care, but they are socks. They are great.
You got
There's
the
my
heel
heel.
there. Did you do the heel on the machine?
Absolutely. So, and then you do the toe, which is actually just another heel.
Right.
So you can see that right there. Another
Yes.
heel. And then you just, so this gray is a waist yarn,
Mhm.
and you graft it across with a Kitchener stitch. And
Nice.
then you will have an actual toe.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Look at that.
So I did manage to get one whole pair done, both socks. This is Pat's Croy, and I probably can't tell you what the colorway was because I don't think I kept the ball band.
Mm. Oh,
I don't, I might have. I see one in my little basket here. Maybe it's
might
the
have it.
right one.
I like
Oh,
that.
singing the blues stripes.
I would say that is the correct ball band. And it's a new colorway, right? It's still one that's
I'm
available.
thinking it's one of the newer ones
Yeah.
because it has this gray in here is like a marl.
Mm.
And this is actually not as heavy as some of the older ones. So
So,
then I'll tell you what happened. So
oh, I was
what were you
just gonna
gonna
say, so
say?
we've talked about that before, about how you think some of it's lighter. I'm
Some are
still
thinner.
I'm I'm still knitting with like old stuff. I'm gonna be
This
knitting
is a
with old
hundred,
stuff
this
till
is a
I'm
hundred
100.
percent thinner
Really?
because I knit this one. My tension is lovely, wonderful. And then I thought, well, I'm gonna knit another pair of socks.
Yeah.
So I got the first one done.
Oh, I like
And
that. I made socks out of that color.
yep, this is an older colorway,
Meadow stripes.
meadow stripes. And this yarn, exact same tension. Look how stinking tight that is. So the sock is too short for my foot, even though it's the
Oh.
same number of rows.
Well, you know what? I don't have I gathered up more Croy sock yarn and I don't have it. I had my we were talking somewhere. I don't know if it was you and I, or if it was Jocelyn and I, or somebody along the line, because all of this, like I've got this old ball
Mhm.
here, and like forever and ever and ever since I've been knitting socks, Croy has always said 3.25 millimeter needle,
Yeah.
right? And
So
that's
if you look here, the second, this sock and the metal stripes is about a centimeter shorter
okay,
than the blue one. And
a little bit.
exact same row counts, everything.
Hmm.
So I'm
Well,
gonna pull this one out and loosen my tension a little bit, reknit.
okay.
But I
Well,
love these ones.
somebody had said when we were chatting about the Croy yarn, and they said, "No, Louise, it doesn't say 3.25." And I'm like, "Oh, yes, it does. Like, I will bet anything that it does." But then when I looked at what does it say?
3.25
Well, you know what the met
for the meadow stripes.
yeah, and see that's an older one, and this is the sweet stripes, and it's
And
an older one.
this one says, oh, hold on. Did I read the right thing? Oh no, 2.75. I was reading the crochet hook size is a three and a
Oh, okay.
quarter.
See this one here,
Yeah, 2.75.
and is that the blue?
Both of them. They
Both
both
of
say
them.
the exact same thing.
See, this one here says 3.25 for both.
Oh, does it?
Hmm.
But you've had that in your stash for a long time, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
both of these I've bought new recently.
recently.
Yeah,
Well, the
I don't
midnight,
have any old Croy.
okay, I have lots.
I
Um,
guessed.
but you know the new one that we bought, the Midnight Orchid?
Yep.
I looked on it and it says 2.75. So
Oh, really?
that would make sense then if they've adjusted the thickness of the yarn and then they've adjusted
Well,
the ball band to go a smaller size
but
needle.
I don't think it's that. I think it depends on which yarn it is, because I think any of the yarns that are the FX, the anything that's the marled or heathered look are
Mm-hmm.
all lighter weight.
Oh,
Like the actual, like it doesn't, the label doesn't say anything, but the yarn,
it
it
just,
is, this is lighter than this.
yeah,
Like it is not as thick, like just feeling them.
you can tell.
Yes, I can tell. This is thicker than this.
Interesting. It's like a sock yarn mystery,
And you know what?
right?
It's not a huge difference, but there is definitely a difference. Like just
Interesting.
ever the slightest amount. So I'm gonna rip this one, like pull it out, rewind it, and
And
knit
just crank it again.
them again. Yeah. So
There you go.
yeah, that was my accomplishment.
Now
Three socks.
you had a couple of things that you had said you hadn't used your crank at home because there was a couple of things that you were just not sure of and you wanted like to
Well,
learn some
it was
information about.
I was hoping to get a little more about using the river. What are
Yeah,
you chewing, dog? Oh. And there was a demonstration with the river, but I'm not very good at, when somebody is doing something and a whole pile of people, excuse me, all standing around watching the demonstration.
right.
I
Yeah.
don't have the patience to sit and like to stand there and just watch. I'm a learn by doing. So I
Mm-hmm.
did watch some of it and then not, but I'm thinking now I'm remembering, you know, I seriously hadn't
Okay.
used my machine in a few months and now obviously it
Well,
just came right back and
well, that's good. So that was
I'm
good,
good.
just a good refresher.
Yeah, so
Okay.
now I just have to keep remembering to use it.
Yes. Okay, so Sherry asked a really good question here. So as we're
Yardage.
talking about, yeah, about the yardage, is the yardage the same on the balls that still say to use a 3.25 versus a 2.75? Because really, the 2.75 should have more yardage if it's thinner.
Yeah, well, these are both newer bands that both have the same needle size and it says they have the exact same yards and the same weight.
And so I've got an older one here. What is the, hold on, let me find, where's the,
But I can't
okay.
weigh anything anymore because I've already taken it out of the skein. So
But what does it say on the ball band?
the same.
Like 152 meters?
160, hold on.
100,
Where did it go?
166
One
yards?
166 yards, 152 meters. Yeah.
So it is the same.
Yep. They both the two colors of yarn say the exact same thing,
Yeah, even though they're
even though
different.
one is slightly thicker than the other. I
Mm.
think they just do a generic band and put it on everything. It's
So
not like they're
then,
going to print different bands, right?
so it's not like, because that's always kind of been the question, right? Is
Yeah.
why is Croy thicker than most sock yarn, right? Like why
Because
don't
that's
they make
just
it?
what they make. I don't know.
I know, but isn't that like why are they different, right? They're not, it's not quite DK, it's in between. So
I don't know if you guys can make that out or
I
not,
don't know.
but
The green looks a little thinner, maybe from
no, the
just
green's the thicker one.
the green's the thicker one. Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm on my laptop, so
Yeah, it's hard to tell on the.
yeah.
Anyways, I don't know. I don't. Hmm.
The blue one feels like lighter and less. The green one seems tighter spun than the blue
Yeah.
one,
Interesting.
now
How
that I
what
look
is
at
the
it, but
difference?
it one definitely looks thicker than the other.
Hmm. Well,
Oh
and
well.
yeah, when you're on the machine and your tension is set, because hand knitting, right? Your tension can change between sock to sock, day to day kind of thing. But on the machine, it's not going to change, is it? So that's like
Yeah,
a
exactly.
definite, you can't argue with that, can you?
Yeah. So
Huh.
that's all right.
Well, the plot thickens.
Not that big
Anyways,
of a deal.
but they did crank out nice. Like they both look really, really nice. And
Yeah.
that's you got a lot done. That's wonderful.
Not too bad. And Dawn was really excited because she actually, for the first time, cranked her first pair of complete socks. Because up until now, she had only ever cranked like tubes, right?
Oh,
So
wow.
her goal was to be able to do a complete sock, and she was quite happy. Showed her the heel that my friend Elizabeth had taught me, a fully wrapped heel. And so I showed it to Dawn, and she got right on with that because it's
Oh,
like just
good.
simpler than the other one that she had been doing, which is the same one I initially had learned, like from watching videos, and
Hmm.
so complicated, so easy to forget where you are, right? And this one's just so simple,
Oh, that's so
so
good.
yeah, it was good. Had a good time. It was nice. Just some good camaraderie and whatnot. I did buy yarn.
Did you? Ooh, I was gonna say I saw Vicky from Songbird Fibers there as well.
Yeah, she was there cranking like the rest of us. She did not come to vend.
Okay.
Um
Who was there with yarn?
so Odd Cat was there, Odd Cat Yarn,
Okay.
right? Yeah,
Oh,
Odd Cat. Yeah. She's been at a number of shows. Her and her, I'm assuming her and her husband do it together.
okay. I remember a couple, I think there's Black Cat and anyway, that's
Yes.
great.
Yes, her logo has a black cat on
Oh,
it.
is that okay? So maybe it must
Yeah.
be the same
Yeah,
thing.
Odd Cat Yarn. So she was
Okay.
there and on Saturday, and Pat from Stony Lake Yarns was there. Stop, Gilly. Look,
Ooh.
no, stealing Kleenex out of the garbage can because nobody's here but me, and he's just
You're not
being a pain.
you're
It's
not
his
paying
witching
attention to
hour.
me.
Anyways, Fergus Yarn Co. was supposed to be there, but I don't know if anybody watching Instagram that follows them, they were in a car accident on Thursday evening.
Oh my
So
goodness.
everybody's okay. I guess Dan got a little banged up, so he's kind of
Oh,
having to mend a bit, but so they weren't able to come on Friday. So, but
oh,
anyway, it was still lots of fun. And Grand Valley Fiber Company, have you heard of them before?
Grand Valley. I
I'm
don't.
not sure where they are. grandvalleyfiber.ca. Anyway, so she had yarn. There's her label.
Oh, nice.
And I bought this skein of yarn because it made me think of Halloween. I don't know, for some reason, all I see when I look at this is like um Frankenstein. I was just like, ooh,
Oh,
it's like totally Frankenstein. And then my daughter looked at it and she said, oh, all I can see is like a witch. You know, the
yeah. I
green
was
witch?
I was thinking the witch. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, so I bought it because I thought it'd make fun Halloween socks. And then I won a door prize.
Oh, yes. Get. Oh my gosh, her same
All the
yarn.
all the vendors had each put out like for a door prize. There were some
Yeah.
other things there too. And I was like, this was sitting there, and I'm like, well, I'm getting the orange one.
Well, that's totally Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah. 80/20 merino nylon 3-ply, 110 grams each.
Nice. Oh, those look
So yeah.
gorgeous.
So I
So
got some new yarn.
are you gonna crank those like in the next week so then you can just wear them between now and
Maybe.
October 31st?
Maybe.
I think you should.
I
I think you
should.
totally should.
I could get lots out of like 110 grams.
Yeah. Could you even get
I
a
I can
shorty?
get a regular pair and a shorty pair probably out of that.
Could you stripe the green and the orange?
No, why would I do that?
Because it would look super fun.
No. I'm gonna make orange socks and green socks.
Could you do shorties like mismatched, like a shorty orange and a shorty green with opposite heels and like green heel and orange
Well,
toe?
I probably could. Or maybe I'll just make full socks with each one independently, and then maybe I'll make another pair that's both of them together.
Yeah,
Because seriously, I'll have some left over.
that's fun.
Like this is how much I have left over from a skein of Croy for
Okay.
one sock.
And Croy doesn't have very much shortage, so yeah, you
Yeah,
can
50
definitely.
grams.
Ooh,
So
ooh, ooh. Okay, I think you should totally do that. Like first thing tomorrow, crank out a pair of Halloween
hey,
socks.
first thing,
First thing,
I got
absolutely.
bags to
You
make,
could,
lady.
you could do it tonight because how
I
could you
could.
sleep knowing
I
that you have Halloween socks just
I
sitting
was thinking about that all day. I was like, oh, maybe later I'll crank some socks. And then I've been sitting here all day. And then I was like, oh crap, we're podcasting tonight. I'm not cranking socks.
there? Tomorrow, tomorrow's a new day. We can
It
crank
is. I
tomorrow.
got to do that work thing.
That work thing. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, hi everybody. Who else is
Carol,
here?
Carol and Jude, Jocelyn.
Bernadette. Stop it. Oh my
Those
God, you're
stripey projects. You know the socks that I swore up and down I was going to have done for, podcasting?
yeah.
Here they
Oh,
are.
you're still not done. What the heck? Did you not touch those all week?
You know what? I did not knit all week. I didn't knit until Friday night.
Oh my, you must have had a busy week.
I worked nonstop this week and
Gilly,
I had no time to knit.
the
So,
dog was stuck on the
but
cord.
I just have to do a couple more
Oh my
rounds
God.
and I'm ready for the toe.
Guess what?
Maybe for tomorrow night's podcast, guys.
Guess what?
What? Whoa, did you get something finished? Are your
I
orange
only I only have a couple more rounds and I'm ready for my cup. Look how big they are.
Look how long they are.
I know. So I can't I had 10 more rounds to go at my little marker here. So
Mhm.
I think I only have a few more rounds to do and then I'm doing the cup. I'm
Yeah.
gonna finish these tonight.
Well, I'm hopeful that I can get the toe done. But you guys, you know what? I'm really,
I
really
did lots of straights.
you did lots of stripes. I
Yeah,
worked on
Jude
my
says
stripey
straight
shawl.
challenge check.
There. Yeah, you definitely got yours in with the crank socks. I
I
I
cheated.
what?
It's cheating.
Well,
But I did make three
I know that it totally counts.
in a day. That's so funny, eh? Anyway,
Ooh. Oh, Lisa's got good. She said, do they have more than one mill or perhaps different runs? Yeah, I wonder about the Croy.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, does it one more
Or
time?
it could, my thought was I wonder if it's something to do with how the yarn is made, like for the marl. I wonder if the processing is different, right? Because this
Yeah,
has the marled and it seems to me it might have something to do with the yarn being marled. Maybe the process is different.
maybe. Yeah, the yarn just ends up. Yep. Oh, look at that. See, everybody says it's not
Thanks.
cheating.
Not cheating.
Not cheating.
I am pretty stoked though.
You should be.
I like them.
You should be. I think that's exciting. Hi, Elena. Yeah,
I, s-
well,
I said I was going to knit them for everybody for Christmas, and now I make them and I love them. I don't want to give them away.
well, you know what? My never-ending shawl, I did work on it a little bit. See, probably if I didn't work on that, I could have been on the toe.
No.
But I got sidetracked and I was working on my never-ending shawl. And I decided I'm going to keep it for myself. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm like, huh, if I want any Christmas presents, I don't know. It's looking like everybody's going to get dishcloths at this point again.
Sure, why not?
Maybe a
Stop.
cow.
You're
Maybe
being
a
dumb.
cow. Anyways, I know. I decided that I think I need some new shawls and things. So I'm just keeping it for myself because I like it. So I'm keeping it. And yeah, I'll worry about Christmas stuff later. So Oh, I'm excited your Halloween stuff. So I was teaching at the Thoughtful Artisan,
I saw
and
that.
yeah, so I saw one of your knit night bags. I was
That's
like
exciting.
totally a surprise. Um, Olivia was taking the sock class and we were doing DK socks, which you guys are like a total game changer. They are so, so fast. And she gathered up her stuff at the end of the class and stood up and walked out. And I turned around, looked at her to say something, and I'm like zoomed in. I'm like, "You have a knit
Yeah.
night bag." And she kind of looks, she's like, yes. And I'm like, I know Cheryl. Like, she made that bag. I'm like, can I take a picture? She's like, sure. So like I have to show Cheryl that her bag is like out and about. So that was very fun. But I got to spend like the last 2 Saturdays I've been at the Thoughtful Artisan in Woodstock. And every time, like from one Saturday to another, she had shuffled things around to make room for new yarn, and more yarn came in. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's got all the Christmas yarn. She's got timber yarns and two different colorways of Halloween self-striping sock yarn.
You're
Oh my
worse than
goodness.
kids.
So many nice things. So I may come home with some yarn next Saturday. I did a little looking, thinking about a couple projects, more socks. So I may come home with some sock yarn,
Get down. Get down.
but it's definitely a good way to spend your Saturday afternoon in a yarn shop. So fun. Hi, Sally.
Only because I was away. That's the only reason we're podcasting tonight, Sally. Or do
Yeah.
you mean because it's 7 instead of 7:30? That'd be my fault. Said, let's get her done.
So, what else was I going to say? Sock stripes. So, texture knitting. So, everybody still has tonight, tomorrow, into Tuesday. I'll close the Ravelry thread when I get around to it, which you may have an extra day or two. So, I will try to close it sometime on Tuesday. But I'm anticipating a super busy work week. You know what I should do? I should open the textured thread tonight. Cheryl, remind me to do that when we're done here because I think my work week's going to be super crazy again this week, and I may forget to open the thread. And I know you guys are like super, super speedy.
Super fast.
I know. And so I want to have the thread open before a bunch of you get some projects finished.
I've been crazily waiting for October to get here so that I could start my other texture sweater. Now I can't remember which one I was going to make. Forget the name of it. I have to look.
You were so excited for that, but that was my next question for you though. How's the cable sweater coming? Because you can't set that aside to start the new other super exciting.
I can't have two sweaters on the go at a time or I'll lose my mind.
So you're gonna keep working on the cable?
I am going to. Do cables count as texture? I am covered in dog hair. You guys probably can't even see it, but holy crap.
Well, that
He just
wasn't
rubbed white all
technically.
over me.
We weren't technically thinking cables would count as texture, but I suppose they are though, aren't they?
They are
They,
actually
they,
texture, but
they are. Think we were thinking more like knits and like just
yeah.
combinations of different pearls that give you a textured pattern.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
we'll bend the rules just for you.
Just for me.
Just for you, so you can keep going because we want to see
I'm
a sweater done.
I'm working on Hohi Locatelli's Adventurous.
I thought we had till
Yeah,
Tuesday. Susanna thinks
the
the
first.
first is tomorrow. No, tomorrow is the 30th. Monday's the
Yeah,
30th. Yeah.
yeah. Tuesday's the first.
Yeah.
So I am knitting my sweater out of Knit Picks. If I can find the dang ball. Wool of the Andes Sport.
I love
And I know, right? And this is called Aurora Heather. It's a beautiful green color. You can kind of see it. It's got
Hmm.
like just a slight bit of heathering to it. Um, anyway, so I don't know if you guys remember, how much I had last week, but holy crap, look at this. There's my armpit way up here.
Look at that body. Have you tried it like completely on yet?
No, because the bottom cord is not long enough. Don't you remember 2 weeks ago on a Sunday night, Trish said, put a marker on it. That's how much I've knit in 2 weeks.
That's
It's
amazing.
a lot, but I think my underarm now I measured it last night.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's 14 inches. I got to go until I'm 3 inches from my desired length. Yeah, I'm at 15 inches. So let's see. I'm in the living room. I don't have a lot of room here. I'm going to back up you're on my footstool. So let's see what I can manage here to show you.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what I can do. I'm going to move this onto the table. There we go.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Cheryl. Okay, so what does it have? Does it have like, are you putting ribbing on the bottom?
It is 3 inches of gartered stitch on the very bottom.
So you
You guys
could
like see?
do you think you're ready to start that?
I am not 100% convinced.
Think you need a little bit longer? Oh my gosh, look at that cable down the back.
Hold on. I can put both arms in. It's just tight around the bottom.
Okay, so it's like
So
below, like is that the
my
top of
bum,
your
my
pocket?
bum's down here. This is the bottom of my cheek. So I don't know.
You're getting
It's
there.
it's at a length I would make just a regular cardigan, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go a little bit more.
But you want a little longer. Okay, well,
I
you only
wanted
need,
to come past my bum.
okay,
I'm thinking
then keep going.
what I had in my mind was like, do you remember the sweaters they used to wear in the 70s and maybe early 80s that would have like a belt tie around them?
Yeah.
They'd come and cross over and have a belt and they'd
Yeah.
come down past your bum.
Like what they call them a car coat.
I don't know. I'm thinking somewhere maybe around that length.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
the actual thanks, Sherry. The actual sweater calls for remember I'm at 14 inches.
Hmm.
This is telling me to go to work until your garment measures 24 and a half inches. So another 10
Another
inches from
10
where I'm
inches.
at.
Whoa.
And then, or
And then the 3 inches?
yes, or 3 inches less than your desired length.
Yeah, if you did the whole length, that would be down to your like
Well,
half.
if you can, this is a terrible picture because it's black and white, but can you see how long that goes on her?
Yeah.
Down to here. Now,
Yeah.
she's not a terribly tall person. So,
And so it would be, yeah, basically the same on you probably.
yeah, I don't want it that long. I'm thinking, I don't know what my dog's got. What do you got? Oh, he has a toilet paper roll. He loves to shred cardboard.
Mhm.
I am going to finish this ball because it's, a fairly, I'm not half done it. I think I'm going to
Okay.
finish this ball and see where it's at. I want to end the cable pattern on the back. See how there's that heavily cabled section and then not much cable.
Right.
And I want to end where there's not much cable. So I'm
Okay.
thinking if I can, so I'm about right here, right?
Mhm.
I'm just about done that section. Oh, I am.
And
So
then you're just starting.
I'm about here
Hmm.
on the cable pattern. right here.
Okay, kind of like do that
And I
whole,
think if I go to here,
okay.
because the top starts, because if I get into this section here when I start, it's going to be suck it together, right?
True. Yep.
So if I go to a section where it's not all sucked together, I'll get a nicer hem at the bottom instead of it puckering. So I think I'll finish this ball because it'll probably take me another whole ball at least to do the 3 inches of garter.
Mm.
That's
Well,
my thought anyway.
okay.
Because see at the top here, I started.
Mm-hmm.
Like, can you imagine? See how pulled apart it is?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
Louise,
Sherry, that's a good ending space. I think so too.
Louise is like the wealth of knowledge. She is like, so did you just Google her?
She's
How many?
5'7". Oh,
Five,
okay.
seven.
Then she's taller than I thought
A
she
little bit
was
taller.
because yeah, because I'm 5'6". I'm 5'6". So
Yeah. So you guys are
thanks,
close.
Shirley. You know
Close.
what, Shirley? If things go proper, I'll be wearing it when I see you.
Okay, I'm already picturing the Instagram post. Shirley visiting in person, Cheryl wearing her sweater in the booth at Woolstock on a nice
I, sh
cool fall day.
I should be able to get sleeves done in 2 weeks, right? If I can finish the body this week, I should be able
Oh
to
yeah,
do a thing.
a sleeve a week. Definitely. Definitely. Hey, Nikki. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, Cheryl, that's so exciting. And then I know what was, oh, oh, Louise, okay. So, but still, so Louise says she was on the Alaska cruise with her.
Oh, okay.
But still,
Yeah.
how do you know exactly how tall she was?
Maybe she said.
Maybe she did. Maybe she did.
Did she wear an adventurous sweater? Because hers is in green too. That's why I loved it. And the sample we saw at Linda's Craftique was also in green, which is why I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
My
Oh
phone
my
keeps going
goodness.
off.
So, okay, yeah, so you have to figure out your texture. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember? You were so excited about that sweater and it had texture. Why can't I can't remember it either? I keep thinking about the color work one with the shawl collar. I remember that one, but what was the textured one?
Go
I'm not.
put it back. No,
Oh, I saw some people have said
no.
it was Kelly getting in trouble.
It's got Christopher's shoe.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Louise says she mentioned it on her podcast. Okay. Green is the best, naturally. You're right, Elena. It is. So, but if I saw a
Absolutely.
comment back here, Sherry says she has textury yarn. I like that. Textury yarn. So she's got boucle. Sherry, what in the world? You're doing a sweater out of boucle yarn? Oh, that's adventurous. Boucle yarn is fun, but it can be tricky sometimes. I don't know. It's but good for you. It'll look gorgeous. So the question is, Cheryl, Sherry's asking, she's got textury yarn. Does that count for the textured project?
Um, I don't know.
It's not what we were thinking.
It wasn't really the plan exactly. It was to do something, like the challenge is to do something, you can knit anything with bumpy yarn, I guess, but if you haven't done like a textured technique or a pattern, that's kind of learning something new, a little
That
more
was,
challenge.
yeah, we didn't really think about textured yarns. So
Stop it.
Sherry, might have to say you're gonna have to find something else for the challenge.
Surely, yes, I don't think we have ever met in person, only on Zoom.
Did we not meet Shirley?
No, Marianne.
We met
We've
Mary
met we've
Ann.
met Marianne.
but not, see, that's the thing when you're on Zoom calls with people and it's almost like meeting in person, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
you really think you know people, like when you've been on Zoom calls, because yeah, you see, you hear, and then you kind of forget. Because I actually met a girl that I had not met, but we had done weekly Zoom calls for a long, like months and months and months, and had been involved in different things over like a couple of years. And when I actually met her in person for the very first time, I had kind of forgotten that that was our first time in person.
Yeah.
Okay, so who said, Liz, did you say you have your yarn ready for the textured? I gotta go, I keep going back and forth in these comments and I keep getting lost in here. Liz says the project is picked out. Need to wind the yarn, but she's gonna keep working on her current shawl. So what's the new project, Liz, for the texture? Sweater, shawl, socks. What's the okay. Oh, Jocelyn also wanted us to say yes about textured yarn. Oops, sorry,
Yeah.
Jocelyn.
Yeah, I don't think so for this go round.
All right.
I'm gonna be the meanie.
Oh, Jocelyn says, but I've got a shawl that I want that would use boucle. Okay, why are you guys using boucle? Can you, oops. See, my work week starting already, you guys. Um, Boucle yarn. I don't know. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with boucle yarn. I like it until I start to knit with it. Remember when I was, oh my gosh, you guys, it has been 5 years. Elena, it's been 5 years, like right now, that I was in Norway. I feel like I should post some like throwback pictures from our trip. Be like 100 of them. I don't know how I would pick which ones. But anyways, when I was in Norway shopping with Asa, I got carried away because I saw this beautiful shawl knit out of a boucle yarn. So of course I bought two skeins to make two shawls. So the first one I cast on was black, lace weight, alpaca, boucle.
Enough.
What part of all of those should have gone together? Oh my goodness. It was so slippery, the alpaca, and I kept dropping stitches. It was boucle, it was black, you could never find them, and I gave up and I ripped it out, and I think I threw the yarn away.
I bought some boucle that was like a mohair, I think, blend, and it was to make to crochet some little sheep stuffies.
Okay, I remember that.
A-
Yeah.
And I bought natural and I bought black because I was gonna do some of both. And I made the first one and I love it and it's adorable. And I'm never gonna make another one because you couldn't even count, like you couldn't see where your stitches are. Basically, I winged it. Like I did like Louise style crocheting, how she used to be. I'll just stick the hook in wherever because you could not even see where a stitch was at all.
I know.
You're getting on my nerves. Stop it.
But maybe, so okay, Amber or Jocelyn saying I have a cardigan with texture. Oh, okay, planned already. So where's Shirley says I have
Stop.
boucle alpaca mittens. I love them.
No,
The thumb is starting to wear, so I'm going to block them out and start wearing them the other way around. That's a good idea. So did
enough.
you knit them, Shirley? See, maybe. I mean, obviously people can knit with boucle, right? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it can be done.
I think it depends how loopy it is. They're all kind of different. The stuff I bought was super loopy, but
Yeah. I think my problem was it was black lace weight,
yeah.
which,
Oh, yeah, that's kind of just like trying to give yourself an aneurysm.
basically, basically.
Bernadette wants to know, are cables considered texture? Technically, we decided that cables probably are a texture.
But you guys, I was sorting, talking about Norway trip. I was sorting yarn today and I came across some of my Norway yarn.
Oh, you're a loser. No.
So I'm keeping it all out. I'm keeping all my Norway yarn together, which means that I should find a gray ball of that boucle because I'm sure. I know I bought two. I bought a black and a gray and a cast on the black, but I should have the gray still. I would like to try it again because the shawl, it was knit up and it was gorgeous. It was so light, like light as a cloud, like that. It would be gorgeous. I'm making maybe the lighter gray will be better than the black. Oh, sure. Okay, surely you bought them $50, which I felt was a steal because the yarn is amazing. Yeah. Yeah. And you didn't have to knit it. So totally worth it. Well, yeah, and if you love them so much that you're going to like keep wearing them, can you try to mend them somehow? Even though that's probably like Cheryl said, it's going to be super hard to see. But oh, Nikki, I'm knitting. Oh, the night shift shawl. It's a mosaic mixed with garter bumps on stockinette stitch using hand
Nice.
that I dyed last year or the summer before. Oh my gosh, Nikki, that'll be gorgeous.
Yeah. I was
Oh,
reading something I was going to comment and now, oh, somebody said is boucle next big thing second time around, surely. I
yeah,
think I think it has been a little bit like recently there's been a bump because I think there's been some hand dyers doing it.
yeah. Well, we'll see how long the trend goes, or maybe it's just me.
Hopefully it's not super, bumpy boucle.
Yeah, and maybe this time around, maybe it's spun just a little different. Maybe not
Yeah,
quite, you said not quite as bumpy. But like you think back, like I have all these old patterns from like the 70s where they knit everything with mohair, right? So this like the holding double with mohair, that's been a trend that's come back. So now maybe boucle,
yeah,
everything just eventually has its time and comes back again, doesn't it?
yeah. Well, there's nothing new. It's always something old made new again, just in a
Exactly.
slight variation.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you
So,
go. Sure, surely
you
that'll
did,
work.
yeah. So you did no other knitting all week.
No, I think honestly, I think this is the first week that I have ever gone. I mean, very odd time. I may go one day without knitting,
Yeah.
but this was multiple days in a row that I
Yeah,
didn't even
that's
pick up my
crazy.
knitting. And that has never happened in 20
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
probably. It is
Well,
just, no,
I took my sweater with me, but I did not knit on it because my roommate is a bit of a she's definitely a chatter, so there was lots of conversation going on, which is
Mhm.
great because I like chatting. But no concentration to, knit on something that
Yeah,
you got to follow.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I just laid in my bed last night and chit chatted and worked on my sock.
There you go. Well,
That's
there
why
you
it's
go.
almost done. Yeah.
That's perfect, though. That's perfect. I surely I didn't have half a clue how to spell it. I know
Yeah.
boucle. That's okay. We know what you mean. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, I'm excited for people who want to try the whole boucle trend. If you haven't done it before, try it. And
Yeah,
they love
for
it.
sure.
They love it. I will try it again. If and when I come across that gray boucle, I will cast it on again. Because
I
I'm
think you have to really take the recommendation of needle size seriously on the ball band and not try to knit it too tight. And that's maybe
Hmm,
where you get into trouble, not
maybe.
seeing stuff. But
Yeah. Well, I would do it again because the shawl that was at the yarn shop was gorgeous. It was light
right.
and fluffy and cuddly, like snuggly,
Yeah.
Like all I did, I picked it up and I was like, oh my gosh, what yarn is this? I need it, and bought two balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it was boucle and I know better.
Exactly.
And I know
So,
better, but
yeah. So I was talking to Dawn over the weekend. She asked if we were going to the Thoughtful Artisans holiday get together. So
mm,
anybody that's local to us, if you don't go follow the Thoughtful Artisan on Instagram, and she has a holiday get together in November, and I believe there's still spots available for it. It's lots of fun. Bunch of us are going, and you're going, right, Louise?
I keep forgetting to buy my ticket, but that is
Oh,
the
well, there
plan.
you go. But
That
I
is
think all five of us are going. And Dawn said that her and Vicky and Adrian are also going.
oh
So
nice.
yeah, and my mom. And my mom's going. So yeah, I think there it looks like a lot of fun. It's a fantastic meal. It's like a holiday Christmas type turkey dinner, whatnot, for lunch. And there's a kit included to do a holiday theme something project.
Yeah,
They
it
did
doesn't say
hats
what the
real they did
last year was
hats
like that.
last year with the I saved the pattern because I really like it with the
Mm-hmm.
trees.
Mm-hmm.
That looked really nice. I don't know what the pattern is for this year, but
I don't know either.
nope, but you get the yarn and the pattern and everything to make whatever the project is. So that's kind of cool. So you can either work on that or bring something else to work on or
Yeah. Well, yes, you guys, if you don't follow her on Instagram, you should, and keep an eye out because she's got something, an announcement to make. It's not about the holiday get together, but there's something
oh yeah,
else
because that's old news already. Yeah,
that
she
is.
said there was something coming up, and I'm guessing you already know what it is. When is the news gonna be?
I don't know. I don't know. That's the one thing. I don't know when she's actually announcing it, but
She did tease about whatever it is.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And it is
Oh,
very
psh.
exciting. Oh, it says on October 16th, and Sarnia will go to Knitting Under the Bridge if it's nice out, and we'll stock that weekend. Shirley, you're gonna have like the best vacation.
Wow, October 16th is a
Is that
Wednesday? Yes, because the 19th is Woolstock.
okay?
Nice.
Good, good, good. You are going to be like all yarn shopped out. I hope you have like an extra bag. I'm just thinking about when I had to buy an extra bag to come home from Norway.
That's because
Yeah.
you can't contain yourself.
I know. I did buy a lot of yarn. It was so much fun. So
Well,
much
why
fun.
wouldn't you over there, right?
Oh my gosh, you guys, you just have no idea. It was absolutely incredible. The amount of yarn shops.
Oh,
I think I should look for some of my through like literally Asa was giving me a little bit of a hard time because you guys, anybody who knows me in like person knows that I do like to take pictures. There was a time I actually wanted to be a professional photographer. So I love taking pictures. And yes, I took like I'm sure over 1,000 pictures while I was away, right? Like so I will have to sort through those and I should do a post, kind of a recap, kind of some of the highlights and the scenery in the mountains and things, and because that was just it was amazing.
so
Amazing.
Shirley's talking about only packing half her suitcase and leaving the other half empty. And it reminded me of listening to the Grocery Girls one time, and um Jody had said that she takes old underwear on trips and then throws them away so she doesn't have to bring them back home again, and it leaves her extra room.
One pair of underwear, one skein of yarn.
Yeah, because like really, because underwear takes up so much room in your suitcase that, it would allow you so much extra. I thought it was
Oh,
funny though.
I was gonna say you could do socks too, underwear and socks, but of course we're gonna have hand knit socks, so you can't leave those. But
Yeah, I don't wear anything other than so.
I know, can't leave your socks behind. Maybe
Yeah.
surely you could just bring one outfit,
Well,
wash it
bring
every
two
day.
and then you can wash them every other day.
There you go. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Priorities. You
That's
need that
right.
empty suitcase for all of the yarn you're going to come home with.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I know. I'm so looking forward to Woolstock. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah,
Can't
I'm
wait.
excited for it.
Right. Well, you guys, I'm going to try to get this done tonight. I need to find something else to binge watch, but I'm really excited. Like I spent a lot, like if I had not spent so much time organizing yarn this afternoon, I could have had my toe done. But I am really on a push to get at least this room completely organized. And then I will move on to the rest later. But you guys, I'm like, I keep finding dishcloth cotton stuck in all these bags. I really didn't think I had much dishcloth cotton. And I do. So I'm thinking maybe I might find some kind of textured pattern and do some dishcloths because
Yep.
really that's what it's looking like people are getting for Christmas for hand knit. I think I'll go to Zenfire Pottery because she's got beautiful handmade soaps in the store and soap in a dishcloth or face cloth, right?
There you go.
That may be it. And which is fine because everybody I always used to do a bunch of dishcloths and roll them up and tie them with ribbon. And everybody loved picking out new ones. So I shouldn't say it's not like I'm really downgrading because everybody likes it. And
Yeah.
I could use up some of my stash.
Good idea.
Mm. I found cones. You guys, I've got three. Well, I have this one up here. Didn't even count this one. I found two other cones of dishcloth cotton.
Oh boy.
Yeah. But, oh, hey, before we go, it is 8 o'clock, but Cheryl, did you hear about Jocelyn and I's plan for January 1st?
Something about a crocheted square along or something.
Yes. So,
I
yes.
might be able to get in on that.
Could you? One square a day or
I,
so?
well, I don't know if it'd be a square every day, but yeah.
Oh, you could
I kind
do.
of I kind of thinking I'd really like to do a blanket. So
Mhm. And you don't need 365 squares for a blanket. But that
no.
could be your challenge because we were saying, not everybody's going to want to or have the time to do a square a day,
Yeah.
but you could make it kind of your own, right? You could watch
Yeah.
the video. Like everybody could watch the video once a day, kind of see what she's explaining, what she's talking about, and then decide if you want to do it or do another square, or maybe you do three a week, or kind of make your own challenge
Yeah.
for the year.
It is a challenge. It is somebody that's holding a like crochet along or whatever, right? Like it's a
It's
year long.
something that was done a number of years ago that Jocelyn
Oh, okay.
did.
So there's already videos about it
It,
from it
it's
was
already
in the
there.
past.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yarn Utopia.
Yarntopia.
Yarn Utopia. Yeah, something Yarn Utopia something. Yes. And yeah, so it's been done quite a number of years ago. So it's already there on YouTube. We're just going to start it January 1st. And so it's given me a little bit of a push to try to get a few things finished. So then I don't feel like I want to start the year off on a, feeling like I've accomplished things this year. And then
Nice.
try to do a square a day for somebody who doesn't know how to crochet. So this,
Well, you'll definitely know how to by the time the year's over.
I know, I think it'll be fun and I want to really try and do it. So, yeah, I'm gonna, kind of between Christmas and New Year's, find some yarn out of my stash and figure out what I'm gonna do. And yeah, see how I make out. It's gonna be super fun, super fun. And we have a few people who want to do it along with us. So Cheryl, if you want to join in, that would be amazing.
Yeah, it sounds like
Yes,
fun.
we better see a finished sock soon. Okay,
Oh,
well, tomorrow
Jocelyn
night,
says Yarn Utopia.
Yarn
There
Utopia.
you go.
Nice, good.
Ooh. Yay!
Woo. Cindy was at Little Red Mitten yesterday. Oh, and did some damage. What all did
A
you get,
sweat
Cindy?
a sweater quantity of alpaca.
Is that what you got?
Yeah,
Did you leave some for me? Oh, a sort of quantity of
nice.
alpaca. Gonna be so soft. Oh, Cindy, that'll
Yeah.
be wonderful. Nice. All right. Well, everybody, okay. My plan, I'm gonna open the Ravelry thread right now for the textured. So we decided that cables do count as texture. The yarn, unfortunately, does not for this challenge. So go take a look, see
Yeah.
what you can
Textured
find.
stitch pattern of some sort.
Combination of knits and pearls or cables.
Yeah.
And that'll be fun. It's always exciting to see what you guys come up with. I'm going to work on getting my sock finished tonight. So I don't want to have to come on here tomorrow night and be like, oh my gosh, you guys, it's still not finished. I don't want to do that. So fingers crossed. I'm going to work on it now. Shouldn't take too long. Just have like a row or two, and then I'm going to do toe decreases. Should not take much more than tonight. Oh, good. All right. Well, Cheryl, your sweater's looking amazing.
Thank you.
Your orange socks look good. Your cranked socks look super fun. So next Saturday, we'll be back Saturday morning, regular time next week, and we'll draw winners,
Yeah.
which will be
Yeah,
super fun.
yeah.
So get your projects finished, post them over in the Ravelry thread before Tuesday or sometime Tuesday morning. Probably have a little bit of leeway there. All
Yeah.
right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. Oh, Donna says I can get my sock done. I know. Thank you, Donna. I need a little cheerleading.
I'm gonna finish
Really so
mine
glad you were
tonight too.
here.
So
You're gonna finish yours? Okay, well then let's
yeah.
wrap up here and we can both sit back and relax and concentrate on our socks and get a finish done. Then we'll have something to
Yay.
show next Saturday. Oh my gosh, Donna, I know that Battenberg blanket. I still have the picture on my phone and oh my gosh, it looks so amazing.
I'll have to
Super. All
check it
right,
out.
everybody. Have a great weekend. Have a great start to your week tomorrow, and we will catch up with you next Saturday.
See ya.